Hello, viewers and my friends all over the world. This is Dr. Tony Aje from This Life on Wisdom Anchor. I'm happy to welcome you to another episode of this program. And today, without wasting time, we are going to talk about an important topic, which I believe is going to help you to grow faster in life and to grow better in all endeavors that you undertake. And the topic we are looking at today is called attitude. A lot of us have heard a lot about attitude. Attitude. What is attitude? There are different definitions of attitude. One of the definition of attitude is the way you think and feel about something or someone. It is also a way you behave as a result of this thinking. Number one is a way you think, is a way you feel about somebody or something. And it doesn't stop there. It is also a way that your behavior is now affected, is now impacted as a result of that feeling and thinking. Now, the late Zig Ziglar once said, "It is your attitude, not your aptitude, that will determine your altitude." Let me say that again. It is your attitude, not your aptitude, that is, not your natural ability, not your skill, that will determine your attitude. That is a powerful statement from that man. And this holds true in all life's endeavors today. Attitude can be positive and it can be negative. Your attitude can be positive. Your attitude can be negative. Now, it is not your ability or disability that determine how far you go in life. Let me say that again. Ability or disability, these are not determinants to greatness in life. These are not determinants to success in businesses. These are not even determinants to your reach in life. But what does is your attitude, your approach. Now, I define attitude as the outward expression of your inside activities. A lot of us, we have a lot of things going on in our mind. We think about so many things. But how do we know what you think about? It is your behavior outside. In other words, it is how you behave, what you are thinking. That is your attitude. Attitude is the outward expression of the aggregate of your inside, of your internal, of your innermost activities. That is what attitude is. And when you lose control of your attitude, friends, you lose control of your life. Attitude is so important that it separates between good and bad, between can do and can't do, between I can and I can't, between what can be done and what cannot be done. It is attitude. It is attitude. When you have two people that are going into business or they are in school, give them the same situation, the same scenario, the same terms and conditions. When you see one succeeding and the other one failing, it is not a function of where they are. It is not a function of what happens to them. It is not a function of their upbringing. It is not a function of some external influence from nowhere pressing hard on them or whispering into their ears. No. It is how they respond to situations at hand. That is attitude. From the brief explanation I've given so far, a lot of us, you would have seen yourself in situation whereby you've been so negative in your attitude to something. You've been so negative in your approach to some things in life. So you begin to see that, oh, maybe this is what attitude is all about. Yeah, you could be right. Because attitude is just what your approach to things. Either those things are good, those things are bad. It is how you take them. That is your attitude. Now, you cannot be more successful than your attitude allows. No. The level of your success is how positive your attitude is. If your attitude is negative, then down you go. If your attitude is up, then up you go. It's as straightforward as that. And in fact, what I wrote here is attitude is the color of your mind. I will say that again. Attitude is the color of your mind. If you give me two people today, if one is negative, I can tell you that person, the mind is negative. If there's another one that is positive in all situations, no matter how bad things are with him or her, he or she is always positive. He or she always seek good things from things. Give them tasks. No matter the difficulty, they will come, and in fact, they will be telling you, don't worry, let me give it a try. Oh, I will succeed. I can tell you that the mind, that person's mind is positive. So your attitude is just about the color, is the quality of your mind. And another thing I want you to know about attitude is that attitude is like magnet. Our attitude is like magnet. It attracts and it repels. When you have a positive attitude, then you attract good to yourself. You attract good people. You attract good businesses. You attract good fortune. And even God is happy with you. Your environment smiles back at you. You can't have positive attitude and people will be hating you. No, it's not possible. No. But if you are this pessimistic person, you always find fault in people. You are always negative. Even in very good situations, you still read negative meanings to things. And look, you are going to repel people. People will run away from you. People that God has decided to bring your way, they see you, they hear from you, and they take off. They run away that, oh, no, I can't work with this guy. From the two statements he made while I was on phone with her or with him, from the two meetings we've had, oh, come on. He or she is just too negative. I don't work with negative people. Why? Because your mind is full of negatives. So, it is like magnet. So when it is positive, it attracts good things to you. Everything good, it attracts. But when it is negative, then it is the opposite. It drives away people. It makes you to remain alone. It makes you to stand aloof. And that becomes a vicious cycle. You continue to sink and sink and sink and sink. And the difference between success and failure is attitude, like I said before. When you don't give up and you maintain the right attitude, friends, you are hearing it from the horse's mouth today. I am saying this with all authority. And I will say it again. The difference between success and failure is attitude. When you don't give up and you maintain the right attitude, friends, you can always succeed. You can always get there. No matter how high the mountain is, no matter how deep the valley is, you can always cross it with the right attitude. It may take you time. It may take you a bit of time. You may not get there the way you want it. You may not get there within the time frame that you've put towards it. But I can tell you, with the right attitude, you will definitely get it. And that is what that right attitude does. So negative attitude can be destructive. Its effects can be wide-ranging. If you are always negative, negative, negative in everything you do, you are always negative, you are always pessimistic, it can affect your business. It can affect your family. It can affect relationship between husband and wife. Even the church can crumble as a result. If the people sitting at the executive board, at the executive, they are negative, they don't see anything positive about themselves, it's a matter of time that church will crumble, that business will crumble, that relationship will crumble. Anything built around negativism crumbles. So that is how important attitude is, my friends. You cannot control what happens around you. And rightly so. Look at the sun. The sun. We all wake up in the morning and we see the sun on the sky. In the sky. In the night you see the moon. The rain falls when it wants. Harmattan comes at a particular time of the year. Snow comes at a particular, summer comes at a particular time. Then we have autumn and we have spring. These are the things you cannot control. But what you can control is your attitude, your reaction to all these things. Do you know there are some people that when it is winter time, they don't work? Oh, they are so lazy. And whereas you see others that are hardworking, that is the right attitude. That is the attitude I'm talking about. You cannot control what happens to you. You may not be able to control what happens to you sometimes. Yes, there are some times that a lot of us, we face difficulties that we don't bargain for. Things happen that we don't plan for them. They just happen out of nowhere. But that is life. But how do you react to these things? Do they crumble you or they build you up? Do you use them as incentive to build yourself up? And that is where the right attitude comes. Something that will happen to Mr. A today will happen to Mr. B. The same time, almost the same condition, the same situation. And you see Mr. A that is positive, using that as a template to greatness, moving from strength to strength. That is the attitude. And you see Mr. B becoming dependent on drug, not wanting to leave home again, not wanting to work again. The same situation. That is the attitude. So you can control how you react to all these things. And if there's anything I'm trying to pass across today, my friends, is that life is so difficult. Life is full of challenges. Challenges come north, south, east, and west. From our overt activities and from our covert activities. In fact, there are some difficulties we even have from government policies. And you have no control over these things. But one thing I am telling you today, and the importance of this teaching today, is that you need to take control of your reaction to all these things. You need to take control of how you react to all these things. And that is your attitude. Our response to negative events sometimes make those negative events to even be much worse. Yeah, events are negative. There's nothing you can do about them. Instead of turning positive things out of negative things, then our reaction of destitute, of despondence, of is it only me? Is it only me? Is it only me? You don't see any future at that particular point in time. Your reaction can make already bad situation to become worse. And whereas if you have the right attitude, that bad situation is bad. There is nothing you can do about it again, friends. But you can shine out of that bad situation with the right attitude. You can turn that bad situation into a template for greatness. And that is what I'm talking about. Friends, Our response to negative events make them look worse simply because we can't see into the future, simply because we undermine our own personal abilities, simply because we believe that is the end of the world. We can't see beyond our nostrils. It shouldn't be like that. Cultivate the right attitude. Don't be despondent. Don't just resign to fate. Make up your mind. Promise yourself that no, oh, this situation is bad. Yes, it is bad, but I can turn it around for better. That is the right attitude. Negative attitude sinks you to low depth, but positive attitude looks for solutions. It doesn't stay there and moan and cry all the time. That doesn't mean that when things you don't plan happens to you that you can't cry, you can't shed tears. But it shouldn't be more than that. You can regret your actions sometimes, but you don't stay there and be moaning all the time. You have to go past that mourning period. You have to go past that period of regret. Look at what you could have done better. Look back and see what could you have done better. And that is attitude. And see how you can use your yesterday. Combine it with today, the experience you're having today, the one yesterday, and see how you can formulate a better future for you. That is the attitude I'm talking about, friends. As human beings, we all long for fulfillment. There is no human being on earth that doesn't want to be fulfilled. We all want to be happy. We all want to have purposeful lives. And we all want to be successful. But none of these things will ever happen without the right attitude. You want to be happy? Let your attitude be right. You want to be fulfilled in your career? Let your attitude be right. You want to be purposeful in your pursuit? Let your attitude be right. And you want to be successful in business, in marriage, in education, in all your endeavors? Friends, your attitude must be right. Because none of these things will happen without positive attitude. Changing your attitude is the best gift you can ever gift yourself this year. And I'm going to repeat that again. If there's any good you are going to do yourself this year, friends, gift yourself with the gift of positive attitude. In our next broadcast, I am going to talk about how to cultivate or how to develop positive attitude. And then before I round off, let me just recap to tell you that attitude is your feeling towards something or somebody or someone, and the way you allow those feelings to affect you. Friends, there are so many things that we cannot control. There are too many to count. But one thing that is constant is you. When rain falls, you remain the same. When the sun shines, you remain the same. Is that not so? When it is winter, you remain yourself. When it is spring, you remain yourself. When it is autumn, you remain yourself. And when summer comes, you are still the same. So what doesn't change in all these scenarios is you. So that then means that you need to do something about how you respond to all life shocks. So when you develop this right attitude, there is nowhere you can go and succeed. There is nothing you lay your hands on that you won't succeed at. It doesn't matter, maybe you stay at home. It doesn't matter, maybe you travel abroad. It doesn't matter, maybe you change your trade or maybe you change your career. You still need the same attitude. So the idea of, oh, if I don't travel abroad, I will never make it. That should not arise. If you don't have the right attitude where you are now in your home country, when you travel abroad and you get there, you are not going to make it. That right attitude that is making you not to have any breakthrough wherever you are, even though look, making it in life is not about location. It is not about geography. It is not about your geographical location. It is not. You can be in Brazil. If you have the right attitude, you succeed there. You can decide to travel to America. If you have the right attitude, you succeed. If you like, travel back to Africa. If you have the right attitude, you are going to succeed. Nothing is as good, is as important, is as essential in life than the right attitude. Smile sometimes. When you see people, smile at them. That is the right attitude. When you are given difficult tasks at work, smile sometimes. See yourself as being capable. Smile to yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. Oh, I am beautiful. I am handsome. That sets you up for the right attitude for that day. So friends, until I come your way next time, you can go back again and listen to this video. And I'm very, very sure that as you follow our series, your life will never remain the same. We are here to make your life better. We are here to teach you everything you need to make sure you succeed in everything you do. This life on Wisdom Anchor is an all-round program that touches you, every aspect of your life. Because you see, this life, you only have one life in this flesh to live. That is why you cannot afford to fail. And if you cultivate the right attitude and you follow our series of lectures, of teaching in this series, there's no reason why you are going to fail. Because failure is not in your DNA. With your right attitude, come on, the sky is not even your limit. So let me leave you with this. Remember, when you have the right attitude, you can magnetize success, blessings, everything positive around you. Thank you very much for listening. Until I come your way next time, keep believing in yourself. Trust yourself. Trust in your ability. Look at the mirror. Read these words back to yourself that, oh, this is me. I am positive. I have the right attitude. I will make it in this life. I will succeed. Even if nobody else succeeds, I will be the one succeeding. And before you know it, it's a matter of time. You will succeed. So this is your friend, Dr. Tony Aje, signing off. God bless you.